I hope to have some fun. Somebody, okay, Marco say he can hear me, so I think everything's fine. We start in 1 minute. All right, it's 5 p.m. here in Europe. I don't know in your countries. Welcome to the third Auto DIY live stream. So I'm very happy to be here again, talking with the community directly. So this space, as I was mentioning, it's perfect for you guys to get a closer look of what is happening for the project here. We try to bring all the community in this space, and now that everybody has to be at home, I mean most of the people, like I thought that this will be also good to help you guys use the time more efficiently, and if you have some ideas of what you want to do, I am here to help. So this is like to help with the educational part, to help with troubleshooting, show new stuff, new codes, teach. I'm gonna like today we are gonna continue with Blockly since it's the most like asked topic to show and make some content for you to learn, to to give some tutorials. Um, so right there, before we jump into Blocky, I just wanna like always give a little intro because of the situation that is happening. We always keep an eye on what is happening in terms of open source hardware projects. Well, this week, if you can see my screen, so well, first we have the Discord channel. So sometimes the YouTube comments don't work. So like just join the Discord channel in case that nothing works. So I will be answering questions in the comments of YouTube or here in Discord. Whatever, I will be checking every 5-10 minutes after I talk. So I make sure any question you pop up, I will just make a pause and we will get into it. If not, I try to bring them all together. So here we have the channel. Okay, like just join. The link is in the description. Okay. I wanted to show you a very nice initiative that is doing Prusa research. So I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, it seems it's there. So like many of you saw before, like I think Prusa was the first one to bring a 3D printer face shield for medics and professional, making their own printers. It's open source, of course, and anybody can help to produce for their areas. So many countries, especially in Europe, are doing this. Now it seems like in Latin America they are also starting to do this, and it's great. So like they're producing a lot of shields. The problem we had like here in Auto DIY is like we have very small printers, so we couldn't help. So what we find out is that Prusa it's accepting donations for materials, and we just sent some very generous amount of support for that. So like I hope like we are sure that they will be the ones to really, at least in this country, to use those resources and focus on the right people, the right institutions and everything. So like they are doing really good things. There's a lot of information here in prusa3d.com/COVID-19. Please have a look. We also posted on Facebook. There's a lot of documentation. It's very well documented. I think that this mask is much better documented than even Otto or like the printer itself, because you have like all these icons and you go to the forum or the assembly manual video. So if you guys have a 3D printer, I'm pretty sure people in your country must be needing you. So that's good. Or support the people like we did with materials. I think here in this country, I mean, 3D Prusa has the biggest 3D print farm. So we just like, no, you guys already have all the printers, so we just send him some donation, and we are happy to do this. And if things continue like that, we will continue, of course. It's very cool to see how the world unites here in this situation, and creativity is helping to solve, at least like help like many people that lack of the right products. Okay, I hear some comment. I'm gonna make a pause here and check comment. Okay, it seems okay. Let's check the live stream. So it seems everything's going well. Maybe there's some delay. I kind of used to see delays in the comments, or like maybe I'm talking ahead, but it's fine. I will be keeping checking. So remember, just ask me in the comments if anything. So that was the introduction. Another thing before actually continue, I'm working on a very cool like feature for Auto DIYs. So if you know this one, this is the most emotional robot we have so far, and I make some very cool code. Well, I just coded for somebody that if you know like Flappy Bird, right? So like here you have the typical Flappy Bird, and you have to play the game. So the way that it works is with an additional sensor that we don't sell, but you have to shake to like flap the bird. I'm very bad at this game, so you will see that I'm always game over. And also the codes had some like bugs. So like sometimes even if I pass the obstacle, you see the bird here. If I pass the obstacle, like it just crashes. So I think that it's a very cool idea to start to develop LED games for Auto, for all our LED matrix. So like we find that there's many codes already outside. We just need to adapt. But this is a really cool feature. So like if I check, start to flap, and then I crashed all the time. I never passed even the second one. Like so bad at this game. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Let's flap it more. One more time. Ah, no. Yeah. Anyway, so like I will publish the code, of course. If you think this is something cool, I will just like, you see, I passed there. You saw, like, I actually did it, but like somehow the code has an interesting bug because I have to adapt it to this screen. So like the code is actually very short. I will be happy to like check it together in the next live stream. If you think it's cool, this could be a next topic for the next live stream. All right. So moving on now for what we came for Blockly. So we have a very short 5 minutes introduction. That's great. So we have more time to learn how to code. So let's jump into it. I'm gonna open Blockly here. So let's go and open Blockly. All right. So last time we didn't do pretty much anything. Last time we just checked the interface, which I'm gonna do it very quickly this time to show for people that maybe didn't see the first episode of this live stream. So like I was showing the toolbar, which is the most important. You have the change of modes between code and between blocks. You have the settings, you have the new, open, or examples, save, screenshots, undo, redo, and selecting the right board, selecting the USB, check and upload. That's the most important things you need to know. Check and upload actually. Once you master this section, you can do anything. Now, what you have here is like an about, a serial monitor, and also a preview of the code. Here there's another one. It's blank because I don't have any block. So just to show you here, I am with very little sections. That's because I am in the beginner, actually beginner. So I'm starting with beginner. So this, if you have no experience at all with blocks, I recommend you to start here. So you have the very basic things to do with Auto, and basic blocks, so you don't get confused with or overwhelmed by many stuff. So for example, I can drag a loop here and say Auto move forward, right? And I click it here. You hear the click, and now we can check the code here, right? Very nice. It does everything for us. Or changing the mode here, which I was showing that you can also open Arduino files here. So you can open files, and if you want to know more details, check the other video. But it's pretty cool. Like you can basically, you don't need Arduino now. You just have everything here, and I didn't need to install any app. If you, I don't know if this is visible in the live stream, but if you let the mouse over, it shows you a little bit of hint of what the blocks does. Another thing is like you can right click and press help and you go to the documentation, which there are many hidden functions in this Blockly, so it's worth to explore. um, Let me check the comments just to make sure we are fine, and you guys saw this, because last time I was like, yeah, doing a bunch of things and nobody saw anything. Let's move to comments for a moment. Seems it's clean. All right, if just continue to do it for longer then. And please, I only received the like notifications in the Discord or or, or that's the only way I can know if somebody comment. All right, back to Blockly. So everything's fine. Then I actually have an auto here, so we can try uploading to this auto, for example. I just want to do the quick like upload. So maybe here. So we need to, I don't have buttons I use, and here is the evidence because I connect. So you have to connect first. So let's connect. Let's delay this. Get the result. I know. Right. So now let the comments meanwhile. I don't know if it's the live stream is going on. Hmm. So playing Blockly here again. I see some delay in the signal there, so I wanna know if you guys could see all what we did. That's right. Well, from what we did, any questions? Or just continue? Okay, here we have our Blockly back. Let me see. All right. So here, Blockly. I'm gonna connect Otto again. Right, and here is the com number 3. So what I recommend is to always check the code first and then upload. You can actually upload the code immediately, but because it does like Arduino, but sometimes might not be a good idea. So I recommend you to always check. So you wait until it checks the code, which is basically compiling, like in Arduino. Sometimes does it very fast when after you do multiple codes, but when it's the first one, it takes time. Takes some time, and it seems my computer is being slow today. Right in the moment of okay, it's checked, and I'm gonna upload. So now you hear like it's uploading, and we are just gonna see Otto walking. So it's the normal walk. So yeah, that's all you need to do. You see, you need to select the right nano. You can choose between these two. Depends of what I don't know Arduino Nano you have. If it's old or like actually not necessary if it's old. It's all bootloader, but like yeah. Even if you buy a new one, if you have the old bootloader, for example, the ones we sell, it has the old or Nano Every. And here we can preview the code. You can see it's very simple. It's just a function of the walk one, and it is showing the time. I don't know if you guys can see this pop-up. Yeah, it seems you can see. And that's all. Now let's try something more advanced. So for that we have the examples, and in the examples, which I want to see if you can see it. Okay, it seems you have the same walk, you have less calibration. So for example, this one actually needs some calibration. We can leave it for next time. The basic blink, buzzer dips, this is very basic. But let's try, for example, dance. If you notice, the robot is specified here. So I have the Auto DIY wood, so I just need to use this basic code. I couldn't use, for example, the Auto DIY pad because I don't have any touch sensor on this one. Or I can buy one touch sensor and add it to this and try these examples. It's just a way to categorize the levels of the robots, or for people to learn. So let's open dance. So we open dance. You can see here, right? Uh-huh. So this one looks a little bit more complicated for some people. Some people maybe think it's too easy, and it's actually very simple. So what we're telling Otto is to do a loop first. So he's gonna repeat this endlessly, but he's gonna do forward 2 times. Why? Because it's inside a repeat conditional. Then it's gonna do the tiptoe swing. Okay, it's gonna then do moonwalk 5 times in big to the left. You see that there's this arrow, and then 5 times to the right. Same for the crossing, but it's gonna do one crossing, one out, and 5 times. So I'm combining different things to make a dance here. Let's upload again. So I'm gonna check. I like to always check and call, even though you can technically do just upload. So I check that everything is okay. If there's sometimes it's not even the code, but like there's some blocks that are like bad position or you didn't click. So that's you see how fast it was that? So like now it's doing the moonwalk, I believe. Yeah. So now it's to the other side of the moonwalk, and then it's gonna do the crossing only 5 times, and then it's gonna come back to forward 2 times. We will see. There's forward, 1, 2, and now 3 to swim. It's very fast. I mean, you can even put some delays if you wanted to behave a little bit different. So if you combine delays and the basic like blocks, you can do pretty much anything. Here you can see what we have for the basic auto, and with this you can do many things. Let's put some sounds, although I don't know if, for example, this this auto has that. Let's open. Oh yeah, I have a buzzer there, it seems. So I'm gonna just click upload and see if it works just like that, as I told you. It's actually doing the same. It's doing check and upload now, but this time does it all with one button. So can you hear that? Yeah, it's like doing the happy sound, and it moves forward, and then waits 1 second. That's when it gets like that, and it starts again. Very simple code. Now I'm not sure if you guys see the stream. So strange. I really want to check the comments. Let's check the comments. Ooh, I don't see anything. Let's check the. Okay. Somebody is asking if it's available in Moscow. Ah, okay. Okay, let's answer Arthur. Arthur, welcome to the community. It's also available in Moscow, Russia, probably by us. I don't know. Like we send everywhere. So like if you go to our shop, we can deliver to Moscow. We delivered before. It's just that I don't think there's somebody making it in Russia. I haven't seen many, uh, but it's like that. Yeah. Now Otto is getting a little bit annoyed. All right. So let's continue. Um, what do you guys want me to do here? I wanted to do it like more interactive. It's already almost half of this, and we haven't interacted too much. So like I'm gonna put some gestures. Just the gesture. Let's just do the gesture. And actually one time. So I'm gonna delete all of this, and I'm gonna do it like with this start and end, because as you see, Otto is endlessly like crazy doing this loop, and it's quite annoying sometimes if you put it like that with a very simple code. So I just wanted to do it one time. So I do this. You can see here how it's done, and just upload. So I'm uploading here. Uh, Sorry, I didn't show the screen. That's what I did. I just put the start and make and an end block, and I put the gesture happy. Now it's uploading, and now it was checking and then upload, and you can see it did only one time. Only one time it did the happy gesture, and it's very calm. So like this, we can just try a code one time and see until it ends. Okay, I hear something. Is there some comments? Welcome to the community, Arthur. I wish we had like a stronger community in other countries like Russia. It seems like we have many people that wanted to do auto builder club leaders in some countries, but there's not much action. I want to see more activity. Um, mhm. Let's come back. Let's try more examples then. I'm just gonna try examples by examples and until people like pop up with some question. Um, Which example do you want to try? Let's try avoid obstacles. That's one of the favorites. I think I connected well the the ultrasound. I'm just gonna upload, and we can interact with Otto. Let's check upload. Just a little delay. It's faster than Arduino, I believe. Okay, so Otto is gonna walk endlessly because of you see what is down there. So if I take out this, it's moving forward in a loop. And then if the distance is less than 15 centimeters, it's gonna show a gesture confused, and it's gonna move to the left 3 times. Okay, are we gonna try? There you go. So now it's moving to the left, and now it's moving again forward. So it kind of like, it makes more sense if you put it in the floor, but yeah, we stop it with our hand. Well, we actually optimized this block because I saw that many kids were having complications with this one. because it's the basic logic, but for beginners it's kind of difficult. So I put this one, which is obstacle that you can define close, very close, or far. So let's try far and see how can catch it compared to what I'm doing here. Here is 15 centimeters, so it should be something like here. I'm gonna move slow. Yeah, something like here, 15 centimeters. All right. Well, now let's upload. Let's upload. So checking, of course, because it needs to compile all the time. I mean, you cannot like if you make any change, the software like Arduino, it will gonna need to compile first, even if it's a very small change. Okay, now it's okay. So it's exactly the same code, but it's supposed to detect my hand when it's more far. So you see from here, it can detect the hand. Now, that's why I had the other example, because you can be more precise. Like this, you don't really know how much is far. Well, you can either check in the code and see that far for me it's 30 centimeters. So it's 30 centimeters. But it's exactly the same thing if I open the example again and I type here 30. So I don't know if we can, for example, measure 40. So we can even measure even more far. So right now we can measure here. Maybe it's out of the camera. So upload again, close this, and yeah, it can detect my hand from here. It's a little bit farther. It's 10 centimeters more, I guess. Well, it has to be. And yeah, it can detect still my hand in 40 centimeters. I remember that the sensor has like almost 1 or 2 meters of range that you can actually measure. And that's like very useful for many other applications, not just like avoiding things. So like if we come back to the sensor section, and we try, for example, close, it's only gonna work again if I put it very close, but not when I put it far. So we upload and it's okay. So close, how close? I don't know, but this is to make it easier for kids and beginners. So I'm moving my hand slowly, and I think it's about the same 15 centimeters or 10, something like that. Let's check in the code. It's 10. Huh, I was right. It's actually 10. You can see it here. Let me hold it for longer. You can see it here. Auto get distance um, less than 10 centimeters. Then play the gesture and all this stuff. Okay, I hear some comment, so I'm gonna pause there and I'm gonna disconnect this auto. Let's check the comments. So, all right. I don't see any comment here, so who knows where people post. Uh-huh. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes I get some notifications and it's not like really somebody is posting. All right. So let's continue with the examples. So let's come back to Blockly, and here, what do you guys want to see? I mean, like, I don't know how many people we have live streaming. Is there anybody here? Actually, we have some people here, so I don't understand. Um, we still have like half an hour, so you guys can let me know if any question. More examples. So one that I like a lot is the serial, which is a new one, serial readings. So this is for Auto DIY Plus, but actually it's because it is detecting here. You can see there's a little like help here. This is something we are doing for many of the things, so you can see and get and read some help. Uh, let's try to move this. There you go. Let's move it here. So we have a loop. we just move Otto to home to like make sure we are using Otto, and we are gonna censor the sound and the ultrasound. Well, I didn't connect a sound sensor here, although I have one here that we can connect. I have this sensor here. It's a sound sensor. We can connect to measure, but before, I'm not gonna connect it. I'm just gonna upload the code. You see that I haven't connected. It's not in the USB port, and only when I connect it, it's really visible here. And I'm gonna upload. It needs to check first. And then upload. So you might be wondering like what is happening, you know? And then it's like, yeah, because this serial, you have to open the serial here. So that's what it is, the other function here. You open the serial monitor. I don't know if you guys can see the serial monitor. It seems not. So I will have to add like a different window or something because it's not visible. Once I click there, you cannot see. Give me 1 second to see if I can. Window catcher and serial. So I need to add the window that I just used. It seems I cannot show the serial. That's interesting. So yeah, it's a pity. I will I will have to do like a screen capture here. But basically, I here if I place a start, I can see the values of the sensor reading, and I can see how much I'm measuring here in the ultrasound. So for example, here is 10 centimeters, here is 20, and yeah, it's a pity that I cannot show this. Let's see if you can. Can I just capture my whole display? I hear some questions maybe popping up. Yeah, but it's from other channels, I guess, not this one. So I can show Blockly, but I cannot show somehow the. I can show maybe image or media source. No, so I cannot show the serial monitor. That's a pity. So we are gonna jump to other example, I guess. I just close, and you guys maybe can see nothing. I'm gonna bring Blockly again. All right. Oh, it's black. Alright. So somehow I cannot display the serial because it's a pop-up window and then I cannot capture it there. So I'm just gonna jump to another example. Let's use, for example, sound interaction. Now that we had this sensor, let's give a try to this sensor. So this one only reacts to the sound. So because I don't have any sound, if I upload, not much is gonna happen. Or maybe there's something interfering with the pin. We don't know. So see, nothing. Hey, Otto, nothing happens. So I'm gonna disconnect for a moment, and I'm gonna connect this sound sensor very quickly. Just looking for the A6 pin, connected in the right polarity, and there you go. I'm gonna connect again, and now it should react. If this is the sensor, maybe not, it's not measuring, but that for that is because this one has like an adjuster here, so I can adjust it to be more sensitive if necessary. So yeah, trying to adjust this in, I don't have the right tool for that here. Maybe here. Oh yeah. Oh, maybe the sensor is not working either. All of these things always happen in the when you less want it to happen. Oh, it was the triple was like very low. I if you guys maybe don't know why I'm like blowing instead of screaming like crazy. It's because that's how the sensors work. They check the change in the air, this which is by the by the sound. It's maybe that this value is too low or or uh, or too high. Yeah, maybe too high. So I'm gonna put 50 only, and I'm gonna upload again. Ah, you see? So now it works. So something this is also I wanted to show like it happens very often because sometimes some sound sensors have a different like type of sensitivity, and you need to adjust this parameter, the one you see here. So that's something to like always learn. So now it's reacting to almost every noise I'm doing. I'm gonna don't say anything for a moment. And now it's doing it. Okay, so now it seems now it's too sensitive. And you just have to adjust. Okay, now it didn't do anything. And it moves now. So maybe I can now put it inside finally and interact with him or her. Hey, Otto! Now it does it. So you see it? Now even with small boys can detect him. So you can always work on that. And then he will react to the right noise that you want. You need to adjust. I mean, it's a trial and error. Things are not gonna work at the beginning always. Or maybe sometimes they do, and that's good. But if they don't, you have to like debug and find the solution. Now it's happily answering to when I knock him or just talk loudly, you know. Great. So that's another good example. You, of course, this works also, sorry, with humanoid and other robots. Plus, and or you just buy a basic Otto and then add the the sensor. Now he's answering. Before he didn't want to like answer it or something, and now it's like that. Okay, another sample. Let's try something else. Let's try something else. What do you guys want to try? We have emotions here. We could try or the humanoid ones or neopixels. Um, servo control. That might be an interesting one. So like here I can control the angle of every servo. So here is 90-90 for all of them. If I upload, I think it's just gonna move to the standard position. Let's see. Yeah, that's all. If I try to move, he's like, no, no, I'm just gonna be in this position. What is cool about this is that you can just like change these values and set up any angle you want between 0 and 90. I'm gonna put 45. I like 45. For this one is 30. I just pressed the wrong one. Just gonna press anything, and it's already for the 4 pins of the servos, and it has some delay just to like have things let the servos rest. So you see how it moves. So like you could like just create movements by duplicating this. So if you duplicate, for example, this, I'm gonna make the servo number 2 move back to 90, and then I'm gonna add another delay just to make sure it does it and we can see it. I think this is the servo number 2, so we're gonna see it moving. You see? So it's gonna do this in a loop. It's moving back and forward. I don't really recommend to do this too often because this movement it may be too abrupt for some servos, but it's a good. You can create some really fun things here. I will do it also for this one, so we can have it for both legs. 90, and I'm gonna put this one in 45. If you see that the screen is getting too long here, I think you can do this online entries. Yes, right click online entries, and you will make it more like compact, you know. And it's the same code, it's the same thing, it's just like different things. So now I'm uploading. Now the two legs. So that's very, you see how easy it is with this. It's like very simple, and you can always learn the code here if you're more advanced. This one is very simple. It's just using the servo library from Arduino, so it's really nice. People is just asking if we sell in different countries. Yeah, we actually do. So like it just depends like you guys make the order on our shop and you can get this kit. This one is on sale now, so like go to the shop. We put it in on a very cheap price now, and we make a new version. All right, what else we do now? uh, I'm hoping to see more comments, like questions of people about Blockly, or like you can keep asking if we sell in certain countries. I'm just gonna always answer that. Of course, we deliver everywhere. So like just ask in the comments. Uh-huh. We have 15 minutes. So like I wanna use the rest of this time questions and answers. If not, might jump in other example of Blockly and maybe show some of the other things that we didn't manage to explore, other blocks, other functions. What other sensors I have here? No, I think well, I have many. I can show you with this one. We can upload something. So let's come back to Blockly. So for this one, we need to change the mode because now we are in beginner, right? So I'm gonna open Blockly. Let's share the screen. All right, we're back to Blockly, and I disconnected here. And let's search for the example emotions. So this one, it shows like the LED matrix and other stuff. You don't see it here because I didn't put a maker and I didn't click on LED eyes. So LED eyes, I accept, and here are the new blocks. So now you see all the new blocks, and these are the ones using here. We can check the code here. It's a little bit more complicated. I'm gonna connect first, and I'm gonna upload this. I think this one is using an LED matrix that is very bright, so then maybe the USB is not enough to power. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna upload the code, and if it starts to reset, I'm gonna turn on the battery that I have here, which is the new one. You know, we're using this new booster that can recharge and give more power to Otto with a very simple one of these batteries. So upload is okay. Yeah, it seems it's resetting. I don't know if you guys hear that in my system. So I'm gonna disconnect, and maybe the new code, I don't know if we managed to upload the new code. I'm gonna turn on here. I forgot to put the switch on this one on the car. Okay, here we go. So that's the code you guys see there. So Otto shows the love eyes, then it bends and it says hi, I am Otto. So it's the eyes text. Then it's gonna dance moonwalk, right? Showing happy eyes, gesture happy, waits 2 seconds, and it's gonna show these eyes that I draw here. This one is a very cool block. You can draw the blocks, and then it's starting again. Eyes, love, and other stuff. Of course, these are just the movements, and you can always combine with all the sensors. You can combine, of course, you cannot use ultrasound because I took it out, but you can have maybe some touch pin. Maybe I can move the noise from that one and make her, for example, angry, like if he reacts, if he, for example, sees the sun. Let's just try different of these configurations. The logo. Let's try a different gesture, like victory, for example. Let's try a wave. Let's try different movements up. Let's try type something else. Auto live stream, for example. Hi. And then let's try what else? Let's move this one for flapping. Here you have some calibration, but this one doesn't need. So, or maybe you guys didn't see the eyes. They blink in the screen, but it's not like that in real life. So I'm gonna try to put some shadow here. You guys can see it. Hi, you see? It's I have very bright sun now in front of me, and it's not helping with this one. But now you guys can see. Yay! That's Auto Eyes. And now let's upload the code, the new modifications we make. So you see, I'm not using the cable. I just like have the battery here. I have one of these there. So it seems I have, I am already in the code without connected. It happens. So now, okay, let's upload the code. I cannot upload the code without, maybe in the future we will try to make it Bluetooth. Otto needs a cap. We should design a cap next week then, for like so we can show this. That would be a great idea. In the next live stream, let's do a cap. All right. So now it's stuck. It's because it's uploading. Upload okay. Oh, Otto is angry. You know, it's showing these angry eyes. And then what happens? All right. And now it's doing all the other things. Let's check. Auto live stream. All right, great. So it's showing the scroll text. The logo, you saw it. It was very. It was only for 2 seconds, I think. Auto angry. Yes. And then wave. So wave is not doing anything. I think we need to check that. Close up. Auto live stream. Yes. This is what we're doing. Now if it flaps, the logo, auto logo, then the eyes. We can draw something. We didn't draw anything there. So like we have only 10 minutes. I wanted just to show you that you can draw some funny expressions here. Let's put some sunglasses because it seems Otto needs sunglasses. So I'm gonna just throw some sunglasses here. It's too sunny and we cannot be outside unfortunately. But yeah, what else can we do? Well, we can enjoy building stuff at home. That's what we can do. So I'm doing some sunglasses. I'm very slow with this. So because I have the trackpad here now and should be faster somehow, right? But I think we can still draw some funny glasses here. I wanna take out this part to make it more sunglassy. Maybe take out this one. I mean the top. Maybe the sunglasses were better before. Too much. I think it was okay just like this. This change this weight for confuse. All right, let's upload. Otto needs a cap. Let's design a cap for Otto. Okay, this is the last code I'm gonna show and it will be the end. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments and I will answer through after the video, or just join our Discord channel and ask any question, or the forum, or we have all Facebook group and everywhere, social media. Write us an email, contact us in the website, ottodiy.com, and that's all. So Auto live stream. So this is the new code it's supposed to be. Will we see the new sunglasses of Otto? There you go, that's the sunglasses. Oh, it was very short time. I'm gonna just leave the sunglasses as the only thing so we can just have them. And I'm gonna delete the rest. So like, there you go. Oh, now it's angry again. He doesn't like the sunglasses or something. So I'm gonna just leave the sunglasses and put it here. So we are ready for any comments in the last 5 minutes. And you can see more clearly here the sunglasses we just made. Is the sun? Oh, I can put it just like this. It's blinking in the screen because actually I don't see it here, but it's because the LED matrix has this passing, and then the screen is too fast to capture, so you can see it like that. But it's not like I'm making it blink like this. Did I leave some hole there? Let me check. Okay. Well, it seems it's everything's